Hi, it's Jaya here, and so today we are going to solve an assignment when you go to a business analyst interview. Usually, when you are um, applying for a junior or a middle type of job, and so you'll be assigned some sort of assignment, and you have to present it because the interviewer wants to know about your analysis skill and your knowledge regarding creating requirement, specification, and document. So without further ado, let's jump right to the tutorial. Okay, so for this one, I'm having an assignment here from a real company. I won't disclose which company, but you can see there are quite a few things here, and so I hope that we can learn from solving this because I have done a lot of work for this. So yeah, without further ado, we will go to the background. So for the background, a company would like to develop a feature to ensure that a team member perform an action to confirm that I have read a new policy, confirm and change this by password for security, etc. An idea is suggested, so you build an app and require the select team member, department, or the whole company to confirm that they have performed that action. And so there are the three main features here we need to cover. So the create the action and select the assignee. Okay. Second would be he or she can have the some sort of behavior to confirm that he has performed the action. And the last one is the dashboard, where you can see how the assignee perform. Okay, and some insights from you. So this is just the background, but from here you can try to have some sort of idea how we can how to organize the page so that you can practically make this one very UI and UX friendly for the user. Next we have the requirement. Okay, so this is the first assignment. So the first one is that you write a summary of the application and present it to the team with the goal, main features, notice, requirement, problem, challenge, remaining question, if any. So this is kind of like the first part of something we know as the SRS, that is the software requirement, specification, document, and secondly, we will have to draw the side map of this application. So to make this video shorter, I will divide this one into maybe a 3-part series, and in the first part maybe we may cover the first 2 to 4, yeah, but mostly the 2 first. Okay, so that is okay. So for the first requirement, usually you must have the ideas of how it will go and the flow for it. So I would suggest that you try to have a draft kind of sketch of how it's gonna look and what action can the user can make. Yeah, and one more thing is you can go to Google and refer to the application which already have this sort of features. And so when I look at the background, I would immediately think about some key like the assignee, assigner, and I think about also the case when the user confirm I have read the new policy. I mean the assignee, when they confirm it, the assigner can actually know about the progress of the assignee and the tasks that they put out. So I immediately think about the task management tool like Trello and stuff. And so the applications that I make here are completely kind of very similar to the already one from Trello. And so we would have the goal here. So the first part is the goal, and you would say that you talk about this web-based application, because you can put some insight like if it is a web-based, it can access from anywhere, and you don't have to build like the mobile version. Okay, and the application would allow a signer within the company. So just the from here you also introduce the users, the end users of this application, which is the staff of a specific company. Okay, and what they can do, so they, if they are a signer, they can assign and create and assign tasks for the assignees, which then track how the assignees perform the task. So from the tracking here, we can have the some insight from the last one, which is the report dashboard of how the action has been performed. Okay, and so next, the action, I mean the tracking, will be later used to plot on certain graphics or chart in order to extract insight from the data. Okay, and from there, the employer can use information to assess the performance. Okay, so that is the goal. Next, we will look at the main flow. So right here, you also want to give of how the main flow of how it will go. And so I would suggest that you work on an activity diagram. So from here you can show that you have knowledge and the ability to utilize multiple business analyst tools to get the result. So here we have the main flow, and okay, so here I start to have like a concept about the reviewer when it comes to this type of assignment. For example, when an employee say depart from the role in the company, and the as a manager in the company, I want to make sure that he has transferred all of his remaining task in the company to another member. Okay, and so I would put that person as an assignee, the employees who is going to depart from the company as an assignee, and then the person who will be transfer his task to the next person task will be counted as reviewer. So after, for example, there are 10 parts of the process of transferring. For example, he will have to transfer the document, transfer the for example credential to certain account, and if the assignees they confirm that they have transferred it, we would have the reviewer to double check if the assignee actually have done this. Okay, so that is the idea behind the reviewer. And so if they are a reviewer, after the assignee has done the task, the reviewer will also have to confirm that he has reviewed the task. Okay, so with that, I would have the flow with if the assigners they put the reviewer within the task, and the flows that don't. So for the first flow, if the reviewer put a task here, we would have the here. Okay, I think it's a little bit small here, so I'm not sure how can we do it. Let's see. Can we try full screen? Okay. Can we zoom it out? View original. Oh, sorry. Okay, here. So for example, here we have we have three view for this activity diagram. We have the to-do task you assign, which is the assigner, and next is the to-do task is for the assignee, and the third one would be the reviewer to-do task, which is the task they have to review. So the first here, when the assigner, they go to task you assign and create a task, the task will show up in to do in the assigner new view. So here I will have the design for you. Okay, so here we have the task you assign. So in this view, you can create tasks within this one. Okay, so you click here and there would be like have a window for you to create a task. Let's see which window I design. Okay, here. So we have the windows that open that you can create a task. We have the task name, description, assignee, priority, and stuff. And after you have done, you have put all the information necessary, you will save. And if you hit save, the assignee here, or the member of this assignee here, will have the task show on their your assigned task here. Okay, so it will show here, and with the task here, you can look at it and then you move it to being worked on and move it to done, so that you can confirm that the task has been done. Okay, so that is the idea. And so after the assigner, he created a task, the assignee will have the task show on his to-do list, and then when he start working, he will move it to the working bar. The working bar would be here. Oh no. This is the task you assign. Okay, so doing task. Okay, sorry. Task you are assigned. Okay, so working. So for the assigning view, he'll click on the to. If he work on this one, he will move to working and start working. And so if he move to working on his so here we have the assignee view. On the assigner view, he can assigner view, he will know that the task is being worked on. Alright, this is the assigner view. We know that the task is being worked on. Okay, so that he can keep track of the progress. Next, if he has done working, the assignee will move the task to need review, which after you have done and you want the reviewer to review the task, you will move this ticket to this column, and then it will show a confirmation pop-up, and it will show that have you done pop-up, and then he confirms that it has been done. Okay, so need to review and confirm done. So here we have the diamond here, and if he confirm yes, it will move to need review, and if he no, it will move back to working. And I forgot to tell, so I have another tutorial regarding how to create this type of flowchart, so you can go and check that out. I think it is from tutorial 7 or 8, so you can go back there. And when he moved to need review here, okay, so he moved from here to need review on the reviewer side. So the reviewer side, he also have the your assigned task you assign, grouping and stuff. And so on the assigner task, he will also have a task here that say something. Let me see. Okay, so need review. So here, after he move here, confirmation pop up, and then he confirm yes. If we move to the bar here to confirm that he has done, and on the reviewer side, okay, so on the reviewer side, it will create a to-do task automatically with the same description and stuff, but the name would be review, welcome on boarding process by Tahia. Okay, and when he click here, he can start the which assignee, and he can check the progress, and he can move from here to working, okay, and to done. Okay, so done, to make to verify that the assignee has done the task. So that is the review task. This has been done. Okay, so that is the flow. When it review done, it will move to done. Also another confirmation pop up, and if it is a review task, he won't have to he can put it to the need review column. Does that make sense? Like you review someone and there cannot be some other one who review if you have reviewed the other one. Okay, so that is the idea. And if you move to done on the assignee side, which is here, it will also will be moved to done as well. So this one is automatically move from here to here, and on the assigner view, the progress will also be done. Okay, yeah, so that's the first flow. And on the second flow is the reviewer. So it's easier, so I will just walk through this one real quick. So create a task, and it will create a task on the to do on the assignee view, and he will move to working and move to review and done, and confirm done. It will move to review and done, and it will move to review and done on the assigned task too, which means that if he have a task here and he is working, he will move here, and if he has done, he won't be able to move to the need review because we don't have the reviewer in that task, and he move directly to the review and done. Okay, well, that is the idea. And you draw the flow without the reviewer case. Okay, so that's the case. And next we will look at the feature, the main feature. So here I create a feature list, as I have talked about this one maybe on the tutorial number 5, so you can go and check that out. And here we have the features broken down into the work. It's similar to the WBS, which is the work breakdown structure. So every app will have the authentication to make sure that he log in with the company account credential. Shining, forget about work. Say now we have the 5 pages. So the first one is the task you assign, which is literally the task that the assigner assigned to you, and there are 4 columns here, and the action is that you can move it to the other column, such short and future. Next is the task you assign. So if you want to assign someone with a task, you can go to task to assign to create a new one and track the progress here. So here you can put the description, deadline, reviewer, assignee. The third one is grouping. So you remember in the background, the task, the assignment already said that you can assign the whole department or the whole company here. So there should be a grouping so that you group individual into group to make these things happen. Here we have the dashboard, which you can show you put some kind of attribute and then it show the chart, and also view the detailed performance of the chart. The last one is setting, so you have the staff management, change password, and profile image. Okay, so here are the main feature. Okay, and you can go to the previous one because I already talked a lot about how to create this type of document. So yeah. Next one is the note. So for the note, you will have some things that, for example, is hard to remember. You put the note here. So we have the action can be understood as a task. So throughout this assignment solving, sometimes I refer an action as a task and stuff. So just a header for the one who assesses this assignment. Okay, and you also list here that this is the assumption that you put here because because when you assign this one, you will you can't just directly call the one who put out the exercise and ask for everything. So you need to put that you work on this assignment on your assumption. And also regarding the case, if you assign the department to the whole company, and it will be automatically broke down into n tasks for everyone within that group. So in order to mark the action as finished, the assigner, every task here will be marked it done, in order for the assigner to see that action that task is actually finished. Okay, and you can raise some questions to the stakeholder. For example, the setting is a setting dynamic. Okay, and which platform he wants to be on, and to the task you ask for this one, some grouping and dashboard session. Just make a list with the structure like this. I think it's very okay. Okay, so that we have done the first assignment, and the second one is the drawing the size map of the app. So I will show you how I draw the size map. So here we have the website. So on the top here we have here you can see that is the website, which include the 4 main components, which is your assigned task, which correspond to 1 here, 1 2 3 4. Oh, I'm sorry, I think this one is the old design. Let me check. Okay, so there are 4 main one. I'm sorry, this one should be a dashboard. Okay, so there are main page for this one. So we have your assigned task, which is the assignee view, on the task you assign, the grouping, and the dashboard. So they are the 4 key elements of this page. So you would have the your to-do website on the top, and then there are 5 different type of a page here, and here you can list out the list of function that you can perform, the main function on this one. For example, on the assignee view of your assigned task, you can view the detail, move the task, confirm the task, search, sort, and filter. And on the task you assign, which is the assigned task, you can create the task, edit that one, and view the progress. Grouping, you create a list, edit the member and the list. And then the last one is the dashboard. You can select attribute to plot the data on the chart, and view the report complemented the chart here. Okay, I think this one is pretty easy. You can draw this one. On Asu. I think I will put a tutorial how I use Asu on my everyday life, which is very beneficial for me as a business analyst. And after you draw the size map, you will go here and display some things that associated with this one. Okay, and next you will this one is a little bit extra. I will put all the design that I have here of the size map, so that they can have the overall pictures of how to perform them. Okay, I think this is the end of the first tutorial. For the 2 next one, I will go through the assignment from 2 to 7, about the from 3 to 7, about the features, how I design them, and write the specification for these features. Okay, so stay tuned. See you in the next video. Bye.